the Supreme Court adds statute.
Are we all here?
All aboard. Corey? We're missing Amy.
Amy, we'll wait. We're missing one member.
I think Amy's the only one.
Yeah, that microphone's live.
It's 8:47.
Punctuality, the politeness of
Punctuality is the politeness of what?
Can I say timeliness is next?
Princesses.
everybody except
Boy, the sun is fabulous.
Come on, Amy, it's getting hot.
It is hot. It got hot a
Oh,
long
look at that
time
poor
ago.
guy
everybody
sweating
had fair notice.
already.
we can Photoshop her in
Proceed.
Yeah.
at some point. Let's
Just
go ahead.
start.
Let's
Okay,
go
let's
ahead.
just
They say
Go
let's
ahead.
just start.
Where the boundary begins.
Senator Klobuchar is a couple of minutes away, so we will begin. I know it's hot for all of you in the sun, and I see one particular sufferer over here, so we'd like to begin now. This morning, the Senate is going to hold hearings on the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh to the United States Supreme Court. He's being nominated to a seat that's pivotal, that will be the deciding vote on some of the most important issues of our day. So the Democratic caucus has gathered here today to essentially state a silent protest. We will attend the meetings, we will question assiduously, but we want to express our concerns. I've had 9 Supreme Court hearings. Pat Leahy has had more than I, but I've never had a hearing like this, where documents are so difficult to get. When Justice Scalia died, Republicans refused to even meet with President Obama's nominee, and they held the seat open for the entire year. Now, with a Republican in the White House, they've changed their position. The majority rushed into this hearing and is refusing to even look at the nominee's full record. 93% of the records from Kavanaugh's tenure in the White House as counsel and staff secretary have not been provided to the Senate, and 96% are hidden to the public. And now, for the first time ever, we've been told the White House is withholding over 100,000 pages from Kavanaugh's tenure in the White House counsel's office, with no explanation of what the topics are and no formal claim of executive privilege. And last night, 42,000 documents were sent over. Obviously, no one has been able to look at them yet. Judiciary Democrats are sending a letter to White House counsel demanding these documents be immediately turned over to the Senate. A copy of that letter is available to you, and also a copy of a 6-page letter from Mr. Burke, which was the pivotal point in pressing us to move. As you know, executive privilege has never before been invoked to block the release of presidential records to the Senate during a Supreme Court nomination. In fact, when Elena Kagan was nominated, President Obama announced he would not invoke executive privilege over any of her White House records. When John Roberts was nominated, President Bush announced he would not invoke executive privilege over any of his White House records. And when Justice Rehnquist was nominated, the committee refused to go forward with hearings until the White House produced records over which it initially indicated it might claim privilege. By contrast, the Trump White House is withholding thousands of pages of Brett Kavanaugh's record from Congress and admits it's doing so without actually asserting a legal privilege, rather taking advantage of the unprecedented process used by Republicans to rush this nomination through the Senate with just a fraction of the nominee's records. The White House is now asserting that it can withhold whatever document it wants without formally invoking executive privilege. This entire process has cast a cloud over Judge Kavanaugh's nomination. Democrats strongly object to moving forward when so much of his record remains secret. We are shocked at the efforts being undertaken to jam this nominee through and hide his record from the American public. We go to these hearings under protest. Thank you. That will conclude this event, and I'm delighted to have all of the members of the judiciary part, of the Democratic part of the Judiciary Committee. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Diane.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Patrick. Let's see, we go that way?
I'm